Look, there's goldfish in this little area. How cool is that? Surprised they could survive in here.
They're pretty.
Yeah, well, I guess in Florida they can live outside. I don't think it gets cold enough or that they would die. So this bike was Willow's when we first came to Sarasota, but then she outgrew it in that first year, so it's like new, but we're gonna sell it because she has, well, I don't know which one's hers. I think it's that one, but this one here, I need to find the model number. Where would it be? Oh, maybe down here. There it is. There's the model number. I need to put it on Craigslist. I sold a lot of things on Craigslist. Back in Ohio, it was great. We got a lot more for our things when we were selling everything off in Ohio, so we could move to Florida about 7 years ago now. Now that we are selling off everything again, but we're here in Florida, I noticed I can't get as much for our items, as nice as they are, down here in Florida. Maybe people don't have as much money. Maybe it's because they just don't want to spend a lot because people are very mobile here. They move a lot. Or there's a lot of people that are just coming for the winter, so they don't want to spend a lot on, furniture that's just for their second house. So I'm just going to sell what I don't need. So the items I sold so far, the people got a great deal. I'm just happy that it found a new home, like today, and the house is getting empty. And I was not going to keep the other bikes originally, but since our choices are either a large pod or a tiny pod, the size of a closet, we're going to be getting the bigger pod, and so I don't have to buy bikes again. We're just going to keep the bikes. Rick needs a new bike anyways, but the kids and I will keep ours. They're good bikes for running around. But like I said, I have a couple more pieces of furniture. I'm not crazy about selling Craigslist anymore down here. I really have to screen the emails I get because, boy, there's the scammers that are out there and dangerous people. I mean, I triple check who these people are before I will give them my address, or I do meet them at the police station if it's a smaller item. But for furniture, they need to come to the house, and I make sure Rick's home and we're ready. And I'm glad to have the dogs, around, my little backup security. Yeah, I'm not too worried by the time I've screened who these people are before they come out, and I don't let them in my house. So that's the other thing. I would definitely not let anyone in your house if you're going to sell something on Craigslist. I'm all for taking things to consignment shop, taking it to, if the police station in your neighborhood allows you to handle transactions there. Ours actually put cameras up and put it in the paper and everything, and told people if you want to, have transactions for sales that you do on Craigslist or anywhere else, feel free to do it here because you're recorded. And if someone tries to rob you, well, at least they're on camera, and it's not like they're going to get away with something. I'd still be careful though, because some people just don't care if they get caught. So you have to be careful no matter how you do it. I'm trying to think, like the beds we're going to keep to the last minute, and it'll end up probably donating, like Curb Alert, whoever wants to come and get it, they can take it. And everything else will go in the pod. The pod will not be full, according to my calculations, which is good because wherever we go, it'll probably be even smaller than this place. I won't have room to be dragging stuff around. Like I said, we'll be traveling first, and we'll be living out of our carry-on bags. So this stuff will just be stored for a while in the pods until we settle back down again wherever it is in the world. I'm sure it'll be here in the US. So we'll see. I mean, this is like getting very, I don't want to say I'm afraid or, I'm not scared or even nervous. Just a little, not sure exactly where we're going. I know we're going, but where exactly, I don't know. But I think we're going to be, moving this all up a little faster than anticipated, because when I first announced our plans to travel the world, I told you in that video, huge announcement. It was called Huge Announcement. I had said around 3 years, and I don't know how long it's been since I made that video, a few months, but we'll start our travels next summer because Willa's going to have study abroad, and we figured, well, wherever she's going, we're going to go, and then go from there. Her bachelor's degree is online, so she can go anywhere in the world to study, so I think it'd be good if we can go to Spain or any other Spanish-speaking country to get the kids more fluent, and I can definitely use some practice. My Spanish is horrible now. As I've told you before, I'm 100% Spanish, born here in the USA. Mom was born in Spain. Dad was born here in the US, but his parents were born in Spain. So growing up was kind of funny because Mom would speak Spanish to us. We would speak back in English. Dad would speak Spanish to Mom, but English to the kids, and of course we spoke English, to both Mom and Dad. So we didn't get to speak Spanish as much as we should. And the only reason I speak as well as I do, and it's not that great, is because the first time I went to Spain, I was 8, and we spent about a month and a half in Spain, and I had to speak Spanish to my grandmother and my cousins, and that's where it kicked in. And it's like funny because I had the language, the Spanish in my head. It's just when you don't practice it, it kind of stays in your head. So when I try to speak Spanish on occasion here, it's like horrible. It's like embarrassing. It's like I'm Spanish and I can't speak Spanish. So I'll feel better when I get a little more practice and with my family or wherever. If we end up in Peru or South America, of course, every country and every region in every country has different dialects. So it's something we'll all learn, which is going to be fun. I'm happy that Willow picks up languages very easily, and she's taught herself. Mango, I'd have to recommend, is one of the programs that she has used and likes. Of course, she takes Spanish in college, but it's stuff that you really don't use in everyday, natural conversation. It's more of the grammar, which is good to know. My grammar's horrible when I'm speaking, but at least I can get my point across in a conversation, and I understand it 100%. I just am glad that Noah's going to have the opportunity as well to learn the language. Now, we plan on traveling other countries, and we'll do our best to try to learn the languages as we go and not just stay where the tourists are, where we're only speaking English, because the whole point of traveling is to immerse ourselves in the culture and learn the language and everything about the places that we travel. That's the fun part of it for us, anyhow. Well, that's where we are for now. I see that things will be moving along quite quickly. We need to get Noah's braces done. He needs to get his driver's license. He'll get his temporary in April. You have to drive for 1 year, so definitely not going anywhere for at least 1 year from April. And he'll be done with homeschooling at that point. And yeah, so we'll definitely be ready to go, I think, summer of 2018. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe so you can make sure that you don't miss out on, the process of what we're going through with the downsizing, selling off the house. And I think we definitely, 99% sure, are leaning now towards that, because we were pretty not sure like what we were going to do. Rent, kind of keep it. And don't forget to click on that notification button that next to the subscribe button, because that'll send you an email letting you know when we uploaded a video. Because sometimes YouTube doesn't show our video even though you're subscribed, but if you click that notification button and check that you want to get an email, you're not going to get anything else other than an email saying that we put up a video. So if you want to get notified, click the notification button, or bell, the bell next to the subscribe button. Don't forget thumbs up if you like this video, and please share. We really, really appreciate it when you do that, because it grows the community and becomes a little bit more interesting the more people we have here. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And here's our Christmas tree. Kids decorated it. Isn't it nice? I woke up and the house was decorated. They didn't want to wait around for me. I can't seem to get the whole tree in the video. Well, that's the best I can do.